2 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Elliott's the ball carrier.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 86 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
At their own 24.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 1st-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. The running back on.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 34. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st down, Cardinals.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Dillon.
Number 40.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Complete.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Haskins to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Haskins pass.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Broncos
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Richardson. Off play action. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. To throw is Richardson. To throw on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Hartman. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Hartman. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hartman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Dillon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Number 47 on the carry.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this 1st quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball out of the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield.
That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, Richardson.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos, nothing.
Richardson off the play fake.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Operating from the gun, Haskins. This one complete to Christian Kirk. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And one more time, here's Kirk. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after here coming up. Makes it 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
37-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Cardinals
operating from the gun. Haskins going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. From the gun, Haskins. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Dillon. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Haskins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take what
Broncos coming hard, and it's blocked. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Richardson now throwing on first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Elliott, a strong running. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Off play action, Richardson going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's picked.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Cardinals first down.
On play action, Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins will get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
Haskins pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Haskins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Richardson from the gun, he'll throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays
plays here. This one going for 29.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Williams, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw again. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that one will fall incomplete.
Number 81.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Again, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance, they're getting off the field.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call it a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In our game, it was Dwayne Haskins with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
They'll run now with Dillon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Number 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
Haskins pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards. And it's
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
You know, it's not just all athleticism.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up near the 42, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
To throw is Richardson on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
Richardson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Cardinals.
From the gun, Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
Now Haskins to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
on second down, Dillon.
39-yard line.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 34.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30.
30-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. About 3 yards there to the 27.
On the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brought down at the
Second and 7 from the 20.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17. Broncos 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 21-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
At the 24-yard
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Richardson to throw on second down.
Now quickly to Judy.
And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Richardson now on first down.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Complete to Jerry Judy.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Richardson looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Judy. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. This is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've...
And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Quarterback taken down. And
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Well, they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
17.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. So glancing at these numbers, I think they tell a story of, hey, early on he got hot, he got their attention. They've been able to hone in on him, shut him down a bit.
He certainly did get their attention, and that's the ultimate compliment for a player, that when you come out in the second half, all of a sudden there's extra guys around you, there are different coverages rolled your way. That means you've done something really well. Now it's up to him to make his own adjustment and find a way to beat the new defenses he's facing.
Second down, Dillon, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now a carry for Dillon. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Second and 5 now. Haskins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And 5 yards.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. From the gun, Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
3-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Richardson. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 11.
On 2nd down now, Tyson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Richardson on 3rd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up four fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
10-10 at their own 28-yard line.
All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 32.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now it's Haskins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Haskins back to the air. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
That's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32 and obviously well short of the 1st down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.